Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. Mike the Muppet Modeler here, and before we get going I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers, new and existing ones. Without you guys, as I always say, the channel wouldn't be what it is, and we have now just surpassed 1,600 subscribers, so that is absolutely amazing. That is 15 times more than I ever thought I might possibly reach. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. As you can see on the bench, we have another Trumpeter 1/32 scale Junkers JU-87 Stuka. This time it's the A version, with these funny landing gear shrouds, if you like. Don't know if they're boots or shrouds or what, so I'm just calling them shrouds. I have had a look in this kit, and it's pretty much the same really as the one that I did the other day with the skids, but we'll go through it again. Obviously these parts are different, the landing gear, so we'll go through it. There's two schemes to this one. There's one, I'm not sure if the other one's shown. Yes it is, yeah. This is probably the one that I will do, because having looked at it I quite like the look of that. There's I think it's a 3 or 4 tone camo. So I'll show you anyway. Here we go. So put that there. There's where I bought it from. And I can get a 10% off code with puzzle 888. So that's the code. So guys, if you order anything from them, you can do the same. That's the code for it, puzzle 888. And I must say, when it arrived it was very well packaged, and came really quickly, so you can do a lot worse than to order from these guys, I must admit. Right, as you can see, lots of plastic in the box, so we'll get straight to it. First of all, we'll start with this one with the fuselage halves and interior details. Going to get my windows on. I haven't turned the fan on, so hopefully the camera won't mess up. As with the other one, some very nice detail. Recessed panel lines, nice rivet detail around those panel lines as well. You've got the forward cockpit section there, and the two nose cowling halves, cockpit interior halves, or the side walls of the cockpit interior, and obviously you got the fuselage halves there. I think that might be the machine gun place for the top of the nose. If I can, you can get a look at the detail on that. You can see how nice that is. I'll give Trumpeter their due. They do well detailed bits and kits, for the most part anyway. Yeah, Nice riveting detail. This section, this part has the lower centerpiece of the fuselage and wings. Again, you can see the panel lines and the really nice detail on that. Obviously you've got some cockpit parts here with some really nice detail on them. A seat there, instrument panel there, control stick or the yoke there, foot pedals, some instruments, a little bag there. There's a seat there. I think these might be the seat backs, or the floor and the seat back. A couple more instrument panels there, a couple more there, a little box, more instruments there. Yeah, all nice detail. And obviously that's the cockpit floor there, with just the holes and everything for where everything goes. But all looks really nice. There's no flash, it's all crisp and clean. Very nice. Nice big bags, they all slide in and out nicely. And here we have the shrouds or covers for the landing gear and the landing gear legs. There's the support struts there. That's part of the support for the radiator cover for the chin, I think. Got a couple of bottles there. Wheels, but that's nice, quite defined detailing on the legs there. Is that guns? Half of the guns? Is there guns? No, I think that makes up the landing gear. Which we'll have a look at in a minute in the instructions. But very nice. I am a lucky boy as well, by the way, guys. My other half told me to pick a kit out for Valentine's Day, because she's having a couple of tattoos done, so we don't normally do Valentine's Day stuff really, so I said no, and she said, well, if I don't pick one out then she'll pick one and it'll probably be not what I like, so I've got to do it. This one, we've got the engine, the two engine sides, top of the engine, the lower part of the engine, I think, the rocker covers, if that's indeed what they are, turbos, or turbo halves, 2 halves to make up one, obviously, and loads of other bits and bobs, and I suppose might be oil filters and water filters and things like that. So, but it all looks really nice. The detail looks really good, as I showed in the last one. All very nice. There's a few little smaller bags now that I'm working through. Here we have the tail section. Got the radiator for under the nose cone, the 3 propellers. I think this might be a support or the cradle for the bomb. And you've got the, I think that might be the exhausts and the engine support. That's the rear part of the spinner. But yeah, there's about 6 parts by the looks of it makes up this radiator. But you might be able to have a look at the detail on that. Very nice. Very nice. Two sprues exactly the same in this bag. So obviously I only show the one, it's just the bombs. Bombs and rockets. So, but yeah, there's not a lot of, hardly any detail on that really. But they look nice when they're painted up and on, if I decide to put them on. I don't normally fit the armaments on the builds that I do, but maybe one of these will be different. Obviously they have to be done in a tank if it's going to be, if the interior is going to be seen. So bombs and fuel tanks, or bigger bombs and smaller bombs. These are bombs. I think these might be fuel tanks, I don't know. Bit of a strange makeup, because you'll have one of these and one of these go together, and then you've got 2 side panels for it. So the bomb's actually made up in 4 parts. But pretty good detail on that, as you can see. Very, very nice. Who's messaging me now? There we have the rear horizontal stabilizers, machine gun magazines, aerial or pitot tubes. These parts go on the exterior of the wing of the horizontal stabilizers, like on here. And then you've got the rear flaps, I would think. You see the detail on there. Nice rivet and panel lines, very crisp. I haven't seen a bit of flash at the moment. I haven't seen one bit, so that's all good. Another small section which is a bomb. I won't take it out of the bag because it's just one little tiny sprue. There's the fins, 2 halves of the bomb, 2 halves of fins to make up. Then we have a nice big beefy sprue. Where'd that come from? The wing spars, 2 wing spars, flaps or ailerons, air brakes, I would think. Some nice detailed bits here. And as these will need holes drilled, I would say these are the lower part of the wings, the undercarriage part. Again, nice detail, nice crisp panel lines and plenty of rivet detail on them. I don't know if it's right for all those people rivet counters out there, of which I am not one. I just get the kit and I build it. Then we have the other halves of the wings. Again, very nice. There's the inner part of the wings that come off of the fuselage. Again, undercarriage support, machine gun. Yeah, very nice. Again, nice detail. Nice and crisp. In this box, oops, and we have wheels, because obviously this one hasn't got the skids, so it's got wheels. And we have 2 bags, of which we have clear parts, but I didn't open the last ones, so I will this one, or these ones, there's 2, of which there's 2, and see if I can get them back in. As you can see, very well wrapped. we have the canopy, two halves of the canopy. So it looks like you can have open cockpit. Very clear. Doesn't look to be any blemishes or anything in any of it. Nice rivet detail down the front of the forward section, the windshield. Very nice. Let's see if I can do this up without messing it up. I don't think it's as tight as it was, but it'll be okay. It fits back in the bag, so that's what matters. Have a small bit of photo etch, not too much on it, just about 6 pieces, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pieces, sorry. One or two of them is the sight, machine gun sight. There's a couple of other bits. Let's see what's in this one. It's the canopies again, but I think it's a closed canopy, this one. Whereas you could have, I think the other one you could have as open. This one I think is a closed one. Yeah. Oh, you've got the machine gun, the rear machine gun section there. And then you got 2 halves. There's the 2 sliding halves for the canopy, but they're not joined. They're all one piece. Unlike the other one that was you had to join, or was in 2 halves. Let's put that back. Or you could have open. If you had a pilot figure and a gunner figure that were like climbing in, you could do it like that. But it will come in handy because that's how I want mine. I don't have I don't have any figures yet. Right, those are the decals, and as pointed out to me by Richard, and I did know, but I didn't say. When I was on my rant about the swastika, you do have the swastika, but it's in halves. Go on there. there they are. There's the halves of the swastika. Then you've got the instrument panel, obviously, upper wing and lower wing decals, registration numbers, and a few other. So all very good, apart from the fact there is a crease or a bend down this section. Sometimes I suppose it can't be helped. Do that, put that back. There we go, back in there. Right, then we have the nice colour call out for the beast. Irene, I believe, this one. But I'm going to be doing this one when I do it, because I quite like that. I do quite like that. So that's what I'll be doing. Which won't be too bad, because this is RLM 65 light blue. And that, I can spray the whole aircraft in that, because the underside is the same. RLM 65 light blue. And then you've got the upper part, which is RLM 65 light blue as well. And then I can mask off the different areas and do the green and the brown. And then I think once weathered, I think that'll look quite smart. So yes, RLM, what is RLM? Is that Mr. Hobby? Mr. Hobby colours. Or I can use Tamiya. XF23 is the light blue. I would need to find out what RLM 78 light blue is in Tamiya, because it doesn't give one, so I might have to get that. But very nice. Then we've got the instructions, which is the last bit, so if you're getting bored, it won't be long, I promise. We've got two sprue call outs sheets, so, and the main, obviously main tyres, the tyres, the tail tyre, the decals, the photo etch, the clear parts. Shows you it all, so you can make sure you've got everything. And then straight into the build with the engine. All this, all putting the engine together, and the supports for the engine to hold it in place. Fitting the turbocharger and everything. Oil filter, fuel, whatever. Then, as I said, you've got the 6-piece radiator. Excuse me. The bomb release mechanism and carrier. The two halves of the engine cowling, and then the forward air intake for the radiator cover, the propellers, nose cone, and then your nose is all made up, all in one, as a separate entity for you to fit on the finished build. This one, though, when I build it, it won't need a propeller. That'll intrigue you a little bit, won't it? Then we've got onto the cockpit. We've got the cockpit sides, cockpit floor, all the little bits going in it, making up the chair, or the pilot's seat. He had it a bit better actually, the pilot. He had a more comfortable seat than the gunner, the rear gunner, I think. All of the magazines. Yeah, so it's that section, this one, then that one, then this one, with the sides going on. Making up the machine gun, tail wheel, and fitting the fuselage halves with the cockpit in between. Then you've got the horizontal stabilizer makeup, adding the decal to the instrument panel, and fitting with the forward section of the nose of the fuselage up to the nose. Got the tail section there going in, the supports for the horizontal stabilizers, the wing spars, the lower section of the fuselage, and the gull wing inner section. Then you've got the upper halves of the gull wing inner section to go on there, and I think that's is that a radiator air intake as well. We've got the two wing halves going together, the pitot tube there. You've got the lights going on the ends of the wings. So you obviously have the left wing, or right wing, left wing. Then they fit onto the spars, and the fuselage goes onto the middle section. Canopy time. So as I thought, you've got the closed in section, the sliders, and you've got the open section there, which you can have. Then you've got the machine gun portion of the rear for the rear gunner, fitting the flaps and the nose to the aircraft. Flaps, ailerons and air brakes. Or is it just forward cover for the munitions? Then this was the different part. Obviously the makeup of the landing gear with the shrouds or covers or whatever they are. I would think there's a proper German name, but I wouldn't know it. And then where and how to fit them. Helicopter outside, I don't know if you can hear it or not. Then you've got rockets, bombs. Like I say, I'm sure these are fuel tanks. Then you've got nice large bombs there. The makeup, and then attaching them all as options to the underside of the wings. So you could have two sets of rockets either side, if you wanted to. Or you could have 2 bombs either side. You could have fuel tanks, or you could have 2 larger bombs, or the central bomb. So yeah, there you go guys, the Junkers JU-87A Stuka. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.